Good morning. Today in Disciplines, it talks about encouragement. It's a special grace. Maybe you'll remember it. Somehow it's happened in your life when somebody recognizes or encourages something in you. I had a music teacher in third grade, and as I came home from music one day, I told my mom and dad that my music teacher told me that I sang louder than anybody in the whole class. Well, my dad set me straight. There's really no need to encourage bad singing that is loud singing. But there are other things, and my parents encouraged me in many things in my life. And if we look back in our lives, each of us can see how we've been encouraged by parents who express pride in us for many things that we do, or an adult who comes along maybe from church or in a social setting or somewhere else and just expresses that they believe that you can do something. Or maybe a teacher that believes in you and your ability. Or as an adult, a mentor, someone who tells you that they've been through what you're going through and you're doing fine, and they know that you can make it as well. Well, in Acts chapter 8, verses 26 through 31, we will remember the eunuch on his way to Gaza is going down the road, and Philip comes across the eunuch who has stopped in his chariot, and he's reading from the book of Isaiah. And he says, "Do you know what it means?" And he says, "How can I understand unless someone explains it to me?" So in this moment of grace that is available, Philip explains, he encourages and talks about faith and explains the book of Isaiah that the eunuch's reading. Now, little did Philip know, and little did the eunuch know, that this opportunity, this moment of grace and encouragement would change his life forever. And I'm sure that it did. We don't know much more or any more about the eunuch other than later on in verse 39 it says, he continued on his way rejoicing. Well, that's a great presentation of the kingdom of God. I'm reminded of a story that I've told before, and I think it's a great story, about the woman who read somewhere that if you give a dog cod liver oil, it's really good for their health. So every day, same time of the day, she'd wrestle that dog down and she'd pour a teaspoon or so of cod liver oil down the dog's throat. This went on over and over for seemingly years until one day, in a violent struggle with the dog to get the cod liver oil down the dog's throat, the dog got away and knocked over the cod liver oil. Well, as she was flustered and getting back up, she looked over and the dog was sitting there licking the cod liver oil off the floor. Well, maybe, just maybe, it's in the presentation. And when you have to force it down the dog's throat, he didn't want it. But when he could lick it up freely, he did. And that's what those moments of grace are. They're a way for us, an opportunity for us to present the kingdom of God in all of its attractiveness and to share the joy that we have in us. I hope you'll find a way this week or today even to encourage somebody in faith and share the kingdom of God. God bless you and have a great day.